Hello beautiful souls and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we begin, I want to start off by saying thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I'm so thankful for all of you and for all the sweet things all of you have been saying. I truly do appreciate it. So thank you so much for the support, and I hope to produce more content for you guys, as well as I'm sorry if my uploads these next few weeks aren't super consistent. It's just that my parents run a small business and it's Christmas, so it's the holiday season and a lot of people are purchasing, so we're basically working 8 hours a day and I'm trying to fit that in with university. So forgive me if I don't upload 2 times a week like I had planned to, but I will definitely try and get at least one video out a week, so bear with me. So today the question is going to be, what do you need to know about your love life? It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or you're single. This is just going to be sort of general messages about what you need to know right now in relation to your love life. So if you don't know how pick a card videos work, here are 4 piles. This would be group number 1 with the tiger's eye, group number 2 with the blue goldstone, group number 3 with the celestite crystal, and group number 4 with the fluorite. You can pick one or multiple piles that call to you the crystal that you like the most, the number that you first heard in your head, or you can drag your finger along the screen and then the one where you stop, that would be your pile. All of the timestamps will be in the description box below. And remember, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm going to give you guys a second to meditate on it, and I will see you at your group. All right, pile number 1, if you chose the tiger eye crystal, this is for you. So let's get started with your tarot first, and then we'll get into those cards. All right, so what do you need to know about your love life? We have the World, the Knight of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. I kind of feel a lot of you are most likely single and you might want a relationship. And if you are in a relationship, I just feel like you haven't really been giving a lot of time to the thought of love. What I see here is that your life has been pretty hectic recently. You've just had a lot going on when it comes to your job, when it comes to your family, when it comes to your life in general. You've just been doing a lot and trying to get a lot done. You know, you're having a lot of discussions. You might have gotten into a couple fights recently. If you are in a relationship, you might have gotten into a fight with your significant other. It just feels like there's a lot of commotion going on. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, which are both very like clashing energies, right? So the 5 of Wands is more about clashing ideas, and this is more of arguments and family discussions. And so I feel like you guys have been going through a lot, and you've been trying to focus more on finding a path in your life that brings you happiness. You want a lot out of life, and I feel like love hasn't really been the first thing on your mind. And we have the 9 of Pentacles here, and for me the 9 of Pentacles is a really abundant card, and if you are looking for love, this to me does signify that eventually you will be finding it soon. But there is an energy here of focusing on yourself, because your life is sort of kind of crazy right now. There's just a lot of things going on, and you guys, I feel like you guys really want to figure out yourself first before you jump into something long term. And if you are in a relationship, I feel like you might be pulling away just a little bit or trying to find that alone time, because there's a lot you want to find for yourself. The Knight of Wands is someone who has passion and someone who, someone who has passion and someone who wants to find, you know, their calling in life. And it really feels like this is what you're trying to do during this time period. And so love isn't necessarily the first thing in your life. If you are trying to find love and you want some advice on what to do to really start to allow yourself to do that, is to make space in your life. Because of all of this commotion and all of this stuff going on, you're not really making time or space to meet someone new or to allow someone to enter your life. You don't feel closed off. It just feels like there's so much going on that even if you were to meet someone right now, they might be a little bit put off by the fact that you're just always busy and you don't have time for them. And so if you do want to manifest a relationship, you do want to bring a new person into your life, the best thing you could do is to make space, okay? If you are having a lot of arguments or discussions now, you might want to pull away from that a little bit, maybe take a few days off from the family stuff. And I know not all of us can do that, but if you can, maybe that's what you want to do. If you are having a lot of stuff going on at work, you just have a lot of work to do, you might want to just take a few days for yourself to rest and to catch up a little bit on that self-care, because if you wanted to attract a new person, it's not really going to work that much because there's so much going on. And if you are in a relationship, the best advice I can give you here is to, again, also the same thing, try and make space, okay? Try and bring this person back into your circle more. Excuse me for my voice cracks. So we have here, surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life, and loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So yeah, again, I feel like your life is really, really hectic right now, and you are just trying to go with it. You're trying to figure out what's going on. You're trying to control stuff a lot. And you're not allowing yourself to find the sweet or the beautiful things in life. And love is something that, though a lot of the times people put negative connotations on it, it is a beautiful thing. And so if you are trying to bring love into your life, what you need to do is surrender, okay? You need to stop viewing things as issues and as arguments and as negative things, but start to view your world in a lighter aspect, okay? You want to start to see things as blessings and moments of happiness rather than, oh my God, so much is going on. Because it feels like, again, you're dealing with a lot, and this doesn't necessarily feel too negative, but it just feels like there's just a lot going on. And so you might have fallen into addiction. You might be trying to cope with, whatever it may be. Some people fall into depression. Some people try and pull away from everybody else. Some people take to substance abuse. And you want to start to allow life to flow through you, okay? Stop going against the current and start going with it. I mean, we have the Nine of Pentacles here, and I feel like there is a happy ending to all of this. And you are going to be abundant in whatever it is that you want. And if this is love, you will find that love. You will find that abundance in love. But you need to learn to surrender, loosen your grip, stop trying to control everything to allow this love to come in. Because right now you are just everywhere and doing everything. So I really feel like there's a message coming through here that not everything is your responsibility. Okay, you don't have to do everything for everyone else. When you're at work, you only have to do your job. If your coworker is not doing their job, if they need you to cover for them every 5 minutes, you are allowed to say no, okay? You do not have to do all of this. You do not have to do everything for your family. You don't have to be perfect for them. You are a human being, and you cannot, be in control of everything. That's where the World card comes in. The World is a beautiful card, but the World can also be very hectic because it's everything. It's a completion, but it's also just a fulfillment of just everything, every aspect in your life. And so it's like everything right now is just happening, and you're trying to make sure everything is going right, make sure that nothing, is out of place. You want to make sure that everything is perfect, but you're a human being and you can't do that all the time. You're just going to end up getting burnt out, and when it comes to love, you're not going to allow that love into your life. You're not going to let that in. And if love isn't the first thing on your mind, that's perfectly fine too, but that doesn't mean you need to allow all of this craziness to be happening. You need to be able to find a balance, a peace. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have the Stag, pride and leadership, yep, and the High Priestess, discernment, prescience, prophecy, and vision. This is you, okay? You are the Stag. You're someone who, you're leading the ship. You might own a small business, like I said earlier, and it's crazy right now. There's just so much going on, and you're not finding time for anything. and you take pride in being able to be in control, in, you know, having all of these things going on. It's, you know, what you live your life off of, but it also causes a lot of stress. And again, so with the High Priestess here, I really feel like you need to fall into a state of relaxation. Okay, let me just make sure that everything is in the frame here. Ah, it's all kind of sideways. Let me just fix that. Okay. Sorry. But yeah, you need to fall into a state of sort of like peace and meditation. You might want to start meditating, okay? Take up some spiritual practice. Find a way for yourself to find peace and balance, because if you're constantly going through life, you know, against the current, against the flow, with just everything going on, you're never going to allow yourself to let in that pleasure, that joy, the love. You want to make sure that you're making space. And also, one of the best ways to do that, if you're interested, is yoga. So yoga is all about creating inner space within your body, and this obviously expands to your life. And so yoga could be something really good for you, as well as meditation, but it feels like you need to find a moment throughout your day where you're just releasing everything. And like I said, I feel like a lot of you are single, and the reason for that is because you have all of this going on. Okay, so that is the most I can say for you. And if you are in a relationship, it's also the same thing. You know, if you feel some sort of disconnection, or you feel like you're constantly getting into arguments with your significant other, it may be because they feel like you're not present. They feel like you're not fully there. And if you want to regain that love, that sweetness, that spark, you need to make space and you need to make time. And not just for them, but for yourself as well. Because even if you make space for them and time for them, it doesn't mean that when you're there, you're actually going to be 100% you. Your mind will be on other things and other projects and other arguments and discussions that you had earlier on. And so you want to be able to disconnect for at least 10 minutes a day. So that's really what I recommend with you guys if you want to improve your love life. But yeah, just make sure you're meditating. Make sure you might, you know, do yoga or some sort of exercise, but find something in your life that provides a sense of peace and calm and just allows you to take a breath. All right, group number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Always love to know what you guys think. And I hope you have a beautiful day. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. All right, group number 2, if you chose the blue goldstone, this is your group. Get started here. So what do you need to know about your love life? We have the King of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. All right, let me just put these like that and make sure that they're all straight, because in the last reading they weren't. All right, so let's get into this. Okay, if you are single, there is definitely something coming in here, and you might already know this person. Okay, so I'm getting very, very strong energy. I feel like the person who's either coming in or is in your life is this sword energy, because we have the King and the Knight, and then obviously for you, we have the Queen of Cups. Now, you don't have to be a female. This is just what I feel is represented here as the energy that you are, since we do have the Knight and the King. All right, so let's get into this. If you are single and you don't know anybody, there is someone who is most likely entering. Okay, this is that sword energy, that wand energy. This is someone who's very passionate, very driven, and very, very intellectual. If you are in a relationship, this would be your current partner. And if you already know someone, this would be that person, all right? So this significant other, this other person, is a very, very passionate person. And this is going to be someone who is going to pursue you a long time. And I feel like you're not going to give in at first, because you're blocked off by something. You've been through some sort of pain, some sort of grief. Some of you might have been through some sort of past heartbreak. And so opening your heart up to love right now is something that you're not really sure you want to do because you've been through hurt. And you know, you're not fully sure of this person. You're not really sure if they have your best interests in mind, because we have here water energy, and water is usually, like, water signs are very maternal or paternal, and they're very emotional, and they have this very intense love, and they're hopeless romantics, right? And then air energy is sort of the opposite, because they're more logical, they're more plan-based. They don't necessarily follow, you know, their emotions. They lead more through their thoughts. They're more direct, and you know, they don't feel the need to always cry or, you know, tell people how they're feeling or share their problems. Usually they lock those away. And so this person who's here, who's coming in, is someone who is very logical, is someone who's very sort of straightforward. I feel like they're very blunt. And we have the Ace of Wands, so this is a new passion. Okay, when this person comes in, it's sort of like your world's going to be shaken. And you're going to want to be with this person, but you're not fully sure because you're still holding on to that past grief, to that heartbreak. And it's interesting because you're looking off towards the things that you've lost, right? You have these 2 cups left, and here they are charging after you. It's like they want to save you from yourself. But I feel like, I have to be honest here, I sort of feel like they see you as someone who is, I don't want to say weak, but they think you need rescuing. And I don't feel like you need rescuing. I'm sure some of you might be going through some pain, but you're still here. You're still powerful. You're at the same level they are. And you just deal with things differently, where they might decide to focus on work or a project. When they are sad or dealing with grief, you choose to cry or scream or share your problems. And that doesn't make you weak, okay? But this person does have good intentions, okay? That's what I'm feeling here. You just need to allow them into your life. But this is going to be like a slow burn sort of thing. So you might already know them. They might be some sort of friend or even possibly some sort of mentor. You already know them, but I feel like this is going to be a sort of slow burn thing. It's not just going to happen, you know, in 1 minute. We have the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Yep, seeing potential. I love that. And we have deep cellular healing. I don't know how you say that. Arcturus? Yeah, sure. Energy, physical, and emotional healing. Yeah, so you're going through a phase of healing right now. That is what you're trying to focus on. And that is what you need to focus on. So here's what you need to know about your love life. There is someone who's going to come in and they're going to offer you something, and they're going to see this potential in you, and they also have potential, which you're going to eventually notice. But you're going through a phase of healing, okay? You're trying to work through something. You need to allow yourself this time to actually heal. Even if this person is already in your life, that's why I said slow burn. Don't jump into something so quickly because you're still going through the phases of healing. And what happens a lot of times, which I've personally seen and had experience with, is that when we're going through a phase of, you know, negativity and just dealing with something really, really, you know, grief-filled, a tower moment in our life, and someone gets introduced to us, a potential partner, a significant other, we tend to use that relationship as a way to move past the problems. And you might jump into that relationship, but if that ever ends, you'll find yourself right back to where you began, filled with that grief, because you didn't go through with that healing. And this person, though they may be kind and though they may try to help you the best way they can, the only true person that can help you heal fully is yourself. And so right now, this person might be here, and this is a good person, and it's great if you want to talk with them and, you know, flirt with them, or, you know, whatever, go out for drinks, go out for brunch. That's fine. But don't jump into anything until you feel that you're feeling better within yourself. Don't look towards others for self-validation, because the best way to find that is within yourself. So you need to go through with the process of healing, as difficult as it may be, as harsh as it may be, before you jump into this love that's being offered to you. And this person, you're gonna see that potential in them. That's why I feel like at first you're not gonna be fully into them. I feel like they might be very different from your normal type. And so when they, walk into your life, or they're already there, you're like, no, it's not because, they're not good people or attractive or, interesting. It's just that they're different from what you're used to. And so you might sort of be put off by that at the beginning, but you're slowly going to start to realize that this is someone who is going to be good for you. And that's why it's another reason I feel like you should take it slow with this person, because this is someone who has potential of being a long-term thing. Even though we have the Ace of Wands here, which is usually a burst of passion, I feel like this is someone who's not going to give up so easily. All right, and let's see what else we have. You have trust. Yeah. And the Merlin, alchemy, justice, and balance. Okay, yeah. This person, you're going to feel safe with them. That's something I'm really feeling. You're going to start to feel safe with a person. You're going to trust them to tell you your issues. You're going to trust them enough to tell them your issues. And that's why they get sort of that like white knight complex, okay? Because they kind of want to save you from your distress. And again, that's very sweet of them, and that's where you're going to start to see that potential, because they're being so kind to you, because they want to help you. But you need to remember that you are the one in control here, and that you're the one who needs to do your healing. Okay, both physical, both emotional. This doesn't necessarily have to be just a mind thing. This can also be a physical body sort of thing that you need to heal. But again, this to me is just take it slow. The Merlin, okay, this is to me like a hermit. Justice, balance. It's all about taking it slow. Okay, your love life is not this super rapid, quick thing that's just gonna develop overnight. There's a lot that you need to do within yourself before you start to fully fall into a relationship. However, I do see potential that someone is coming in, or someone might already be here. Okay, and if you are already in a relationship, what you need to understand is, though you are in this relationship with someone who's very kind and very sweet to you, you still need to have that self-respect, that self-love for you. You can't depend on outside opinions and other people, no matter how much you love them, no matter how much you trust them, because it's only going to lead to disappointment further in life. If you only look for validation within yourself, honesty within yourself, love within yourself, no matter what you go through, you will still feel that way towards yourself. And so you need to make sure that you're finding that. This is someone who's going to understand that you need to go through healing. This is someone who's going to understand that you need to have alone time. And so don't be afraid to tell them what you really feel. Okay? This is someone you can trust. They're not going to take your problems and run off and tell everyone. This is someone who's going to actually take your words into consideration, and they're going to listen to you. And yeah. All right, group number 2, that is really what I see for your group. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. All right, group number 3, if you chose the celestite crystal, this will be your reading. So let's get into your tarot first. So what do you need to know about your love life? We have the 3 of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, the Page of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and the Star. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, wait, let me just make sure that these cards are straight. Okay. So, group number 3, right, that's where we are. Your love life, woo, it is going into a new phase, can we say. I feel like your life is shifting from a focus from career into love and into family and into relationships. I feel like you've been manifesting a romance, and this is like an intense romance, okay? This isn't a fling, this isn't a one-time thing, this isn't a one-night stand, this is a long thing, possibly a soulmate, possibly, I don't know. I'm not really into like the whole twin flame thing, just that's a personal thing. But you know, if you do, that could be it too, if that's what you've been trying to manifest. But this is a relationship that I feel is coming in soon. That is a commitment sort of thing, okay? This is like a long-term thing. Your love life is going to be filled with the joy, can we just say. So you guys have been focusing a lot on developing yourself recently. I feel like you've been doing the self-care, you've been doing the soul searching, you've been journaling, manifesting, meditating. It just feels like you've been trying to figure out yourself. And this is just really good energy I get from this group. You guys have just been trying to find your best self, your higher self. You've been trying to find your connection within that, and it's going to be rewarded. Okay, extremely. I feel like you're still not exactly there, because we have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is to me like a student. Okay, they're not 100%, ready for everything, but they have a good basic foundation and knowledge. So this stuff that's coming in, this romance, this, just deepening of relationships is going to take a little bit of time, okay? Just a little bit. You're entering into a new phase quickly. You're going to start to realize a lot of things, but for you to be fully ready for this commitment and for these dreams to come true, you still need to continue doing all of that soul searching, okay? You're not done with it. In fact, I don't think you'll ever be done with it. Our life is constantly changing and growing, and it's all about evolution, and so you should never stop, pursuing your passions, and you should never stop looking within yourself to find answers. But since we are talking about your love life here, there is definitely a deepening of love coming into your life. If you are already in a relationship, I feel like you're definitely going to be deepening that relationship as well as with your family. I feel like there is just a lot of love in general coming in here. I don't just sense romantic love, I sense familial love and friendship love. It's like you've been trying to really bring a sense of peace and happiness and just bliss into your life, and that is what is coming. But it's not just because, hey, the universe is going, take love. No, it's because you've been working for it, and since you've been working on yourself, you're being rewarded with the things that you want. You've been trying to find love within yourself, and so you're going to receive that love physically from the outside. And this is going to be what you want, okay? So whatever you've been looking for, that is what you'll be receiving. This sort of person, this sort of relationship, it's going to be what you've been wanting. Okay, let me see what else we have here. We have the Hathors, I think. Look at that, deep love. Mother's milk, birth as a portal. Yeah, so family as well. And we have star family. What? Hold up. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. So these relationships that are going to be deepening, this is your soul family. That does include a soulmate. So this could possibly be a soulmate sort of love that you're calling in. But I feel like, again, the love isn't just romantic. It is also a deepening of family, of your guardian, okay? I know not everyone has a mom or a dad, or at least one that they can rely on. So this doesn't have to be a biological parent or, person. This could be a guardian of some sort. An aunt or uncle, a neighbor, or someone who raised you, someone who cared for you, a friend. I feel like a lot of importance in life is your blood family, but not always, because not everyone is lucky enough to have that. And I feel like some of you might not have been lucky enough to have that, but you haven't been alone. There have been people that you could rely on. And so though there is that importance with your blood, there's also that importance with the family that you choose and the people that helped you growing up, a teacher, a mentor, So I feel like there is going to be a deepening of that relationship. If you have lost contact with somebody, this is going to be the time for you to start to revitalize that contact, start to reach out to the people you cared about and you still care about. Okay? And yeah, this is a lot of love coming into your life that you're calling in. If you're going through some rough stuff right now, if you're dealing with a lot, there is no shame in saying, you know, I need help. Can y'all come and help me? And they will, okay? Your soul family, these are people, your tribe that's going to come in and that they're going to help you. Okay, this can be found in family, this can be found in friends. It's just your support team and people that are just really, really going to be there for you, and they're going to be helping you through everything that you're going through. Okay? And let's see what else we have. We have death and the Earth Fairy, physical health, grounding, and foundations. So with the death card, there again, you are entering a new phase, which means once there's a new phase, there's an ending of an old one. And so you have been working on yourself. You've been dealing with your issues. You've probably been doing some shadow work, and that's amazing. And so if you haven't, it's important that you do so if you want to allow more love into your life. But there is that significant death. And it's interesting because we have birth here, right? Birth as a portal, and the equivalent, the equilibrium in birth is death. And so for you to experience this birth in life, wait. Some of you, for a small few, you might be pregnant in the sense that you're going to be welcoming in a new child. And that's going to be like that new love in your life. You're starting a new family. If you are in a relationship, that could be what's happening. Oh, I just saw that with the 10 of Cups, the family, the wishes, the dreams, the mother, birth, death. Yeah. So some of you, only a small few, might be expecting. Some of you might be getting married. This is like a creation of a new family. And that's beautiful. Okay. Love that. And then we have the Earth Fairy, foundations. Yeah. So I feel like right now you're really going to be focusing on familial love. Okay, first. And that's why I feel like it's that Page of Swords. That's slow. That's not happening. Everything's not happening quickly, because you might be trying to manifest a soulmate, but you're going to start to experience more love first within your family, then your friends, and then you're going to go into romantic love. So you need to have patience, okay, because you are setting the foundations for a life filled with joy, a life filled with love. So again, continue to do your meditation, continue to do your shadow work, your soul searching. You're not done yet, but you are bringing in a fullness of love, just a lot of it, abundance of love, okay? You're going to be experiencing this love very soon in your life, and you're going to start to see a lot of your relationships that already exist around you really deepen, and you're going to start to reach out to more and more people. All right, group number 3. That is what I see for your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! All right, group number 4, if you chose the fluorite crystal, this will be your reading. Last but not least. This is Get In With Your Tarot. Get in with your tarot. Oh man, I'm tired. So we have the Hermit. Don't worry, I'm still clear-minded enough for a good reading. We have Judgment. The High Priestess. Why is this group number 4 always gets the major arcanas? I swear to God. And it always gets the High Priestess too. Whoa! The Emperor. That is crazy. And the 7 of Cups. Yeah, no wonder. Let me make sure this is straight. I want to because in my past readings, my camera's set up strange, so it's a bit too high up. Let's bring this down here. All right, group number 4. Y'all, let me just, okay. This is interesting. So when it comes to your love life, right now, I feel like you guys have been single for a while. And I really just feel like you guys are single because we start off with the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit is like the single card of Major Arcana. Poor guy, but, well, not actually. I think being single, I personally have been single for so long. Being single is a wonderful time for you to just find yourself and find your passions and just really develop you as a person. And so I feel like that's what you've been doing, group number 4. This has been a time for you to just really develop, okay? And Judgment is like this intense rebirth. You might have been through some stuff, okay? The Major Arcana, these are very major events in your life. And you are a hermit for a reason. Is that a mosquito? Let's just move him out of the way. Okay, well, I'm sorry if you see that. This group is always chaotic. Okay, so yeah, how you've fallen into hermit, and if you have been single your whole life, that is also possible. It has been a time for you to grow and to change as a person, and you start to understand yourself. You might have recently developed a new style. You've actually been, wearing the clothes you want to wear, the makeup you want to wear, the shoes you want to wear, your personality has changed. It's just been a whole moment for you to reflect within yourself, to be introspective, to really understand yourself so that you can welcome in this rebirth, okay? This new moment of just showing the world who you are. And I feel like it's paying off, okay? You guys are very, very alluring to people. And I feel like you have very high standards when it comes to love. Because with the 7 of Cups here, it's like you have options, okay? You are, like, your love life right now could be really just filled with everything, but I feel like you guys are trying to, like, not, you're not ready to give up your single life yet. And if you are, you just don't feel like you've met this person that matches you, okay, vibrationally, because there's a lot of choices, but not all of them are right. Some people are too much for you, some people are too little. It depends on what you want, and you're someone with power. Okay, you're someone who knows what they want. You are the leader, you are the alpha. You know what you want, and there's nothing that's going to stop you, and you want someone who's that way with you, okay? You want a love life where you're both mature and you're both stable and you both know what you want, and you aren't, going back and forth and fighting and all of that. You want this, like, real deep, significant love with someone who understands you mentally and physically, and you are going to find that eventually, but I feel like right now you're on a vibrational level much higher. It doesn't necessarily make you any better, but it just means that your vibrational level is much higher than anyone around you. And so you are going to have to continue to focus on yourself. Also, I do want to say something because I feel like this is a message some of you need to hear. You do not need to lower your standards. I feel like you might be the sort of person who gets told that all the time because you're single. And it's like, people will tell you, lower your standards. That way you'll find someone. But no, don't do that, okay? When it comes, let's say you want to manifest somebody in your life. You're not going to manifest this perfect person for you, okay? It doesn't mean they're perfect in general, but just perfect for you, and then just take whoever shows up at the door. You want to make sure that you're manifesting that person and that you receive that person. You don't need to lower your standards because you will find a person who is correct for you. They might be very different than when you're expecting, but they're going to be someone who matches you, and they're going to be someone who's right for you. So don't just settle for anything that just shows up, okay, for any person. That's not what it's about. That's how people end up in unhappy relationships. It's because they settled. We have your life as a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Yeah, so you don't need to do anything you don't want to do. Your life is yours to create. When it comes to your love life, that is also yours. You can manifest love into your life if that is what you want. I feel like a lot of you might not want that right now. You say you do, but you don't truly, because you're enjoying this single life. You like having the attention on you. You like being whoever you want, and you don't want to have to share your life with someone else, not yet. That's what I feel for some of you. And we have you're not alone. Isolation, the hermit, physical connection and community. Yeah. Okay, look. If you guys are isolated right now because of, the pandemic or quarantine or all of that, you're not the only person. So if you are someone who's looking for love and you haven't been able to find anything because you can't really go out and you can't really meet new people yet, yeah, you're not alone. There's a lot of people who aren't able to do that. And so the best thing for you to do is to find other people who relate with you, okay? Others who feel the same way you do, so that you feel like you're not this lonely person in the world just dealing with this on your own, right? Because you might feel like wherever you are going out, whether it's to the grocery or to, the mail, or I don't know, to the hair salon, there's like no one there that you could possibly end up liking. And so you feel like there's just no way for you to find love right now. And you're not alone. Okay, we are all feeling that. If you are single and you're looking for love, it's difficult right now. We have truth and the fire fairy, creative action and optimism. Yeah, so okay, some of you are like, what's it called? Negative Nancy's. Like you're very strong when it comes to everything else. You're creative, you're passionate about what you do, you love yourself, you're passionate about love, but when it comes to like literal love, you're like, oh, there's no good person for me out there. And you say that. You're like, no one is out there for me. Or all the good people exist somewhere else. They're in this country or this state or this city, and I won't be able to find anyone here where I live. And so stop doing that, okay? Stop. This is about manifestation. Your reading, when it comes to your love life, if you want to bring someone into your life, if you want to deepen a relationship, it is up to you, okay? Just because you feel like there's no good person in your small town, it doesn't mean that there isn't one. Because next thing you know, if you're manifesting, you might get a new neighbor next week, and they're from another city, and they're everything you could have wished for. So you need to stop being negative when it comes to that and start to focus on the positive side, okay? Be optimistic, be grateful. Instead of saying, oh, there's no good person here for me, say, oh man, I'm so excited to be with so-and-so, or I'm trying to think of like a good thing. Like there's an abundance of people who match my vibrational level here where I live. It may not be true, but if you affirm that to yourself, that is how you manifest, okay? You need to believe that there are those people here, because if you say there isn't, then the universe is going to be like, okay, there isn't, and there you go. You'll be single. But if you say, there's an abundance of people who are possible matches where I live, or my soulmate is near to me, the universe is going to hear you, and they're going to be like, yep, yeah, they are, and next thing you know, they show up at CVS. So you want to be optimistic and be honest with yourself, okay? This is just, here's the truth with you guys. Some of you might say you want a relationship. You're like, oh, I'm so tired of being single. I just want to be in a relationship. I want to be with somebody. But you need to be honest with yourself, because some of you might say that, but not really mean it. You say, oh, I don't want to be single anymore, but you love being single. You couldn't imagine waking up and having to text someone good morning. Or, you love to spend your nights alone, and you like to, watch a movie and drink a glass of wine. And then you see, what a romantic relationship would be like, and you're like, oh, now I have to share my nights with somebody. So if you say you want a relationship, but you're, complaining and already worrying about what a life with another person would be like, you're not going to allow anything in. And it's fine if you want to be single, okay? It's fine if you right now want to focus on yourself, want to focus on your life. You want to focus on, maybe you want to move out of where you live. Maybe you want to find a new job. That is fine. Not everyone needs to be in a relationship, and at least not now. And so if you feel like maybe you're not ready for a relationship, maybe that's not what you want to focus on right now, that is fine. Be honest with yourself. Just because everyone else is telling you, oh my God, when are you going to find somebody? When are you going to get married? It doesn't mean you actually have to do any of those things. This is all about you and what you want in life. So stop letting people drive your life into the direction that they want, okay? Whew. Yeah, I'm tired. This group just knocked me out. I always feel like it's the last group that makes me like overwhelmed. But I feel like you guys know deep down what it is that you want. And whatever it is that you want, you have the ability to create it in your life. So this is up to you. All right, group number 4. That is everything I see for your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Always love to hear what you guys think. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!